Photoshop has no spiral tool. If you haven't got Creative Cloud and you haven't got Illustrator, how can you get a spiral? Well, you can if you use Inkscape. And it's a free application. So you just go to Inkscape and all you need to do is go down here, spiral tool. So select spiral tool, drag, and of course you can reposition it. It's always up in the wrong place, and you can resize it. Now the resizing is slightly unusual. You have to hover over here and you'll notice it will highlight. And you can drag this out, move it around. Once you've done that, you need to go to this panel, fill and stroke. So fill and stroke, and instead of fill, you can go to or stroke style. Now you'll notice by default, it's like 0.2, which is not great, but let's just quickly boost it up. And as you can see, as I put up to about maybe 6, you've got a great spiral that you can see there. And you've got a number of options. You've got dash options, great selection of dash options. You've got different markers. I love that. Whole range of very unique ones. And also you can edit as well. What if you want to just change the colour? So you go here and you'll notice you've got black. Well, what you can do, you can tweak this. Just drag this along. The colour doesn't change. Drag this along. Colour doesn't change. But if you go to lightness, just drag this along, you can see as you change that, now you've got a lovely blue design, or of course, green say. Then go to Edit and Copy, just as you would normally, and then go back to Photoshop. And in Photoshop, I can now go to Edit and Paste. And luckily, it copies perfectly into Photoshop. Press return. And now you can just move it around. It's a lovely spiral, which you can, of course, notice it's a vector smart object, but unfortunately, because you haven't got Illustrator, you won't be able to edit it, because if you just click it, it'll come up with this import PDF, which is fine, gives you all the details, but you can go here to Effects, click there, Bevel and Emboss, and you can add maybe a bevel and emboss, change the contour, change color overlay, so you can change the color very quickly, and also add a drop shadow and click OK. And of course, go and apply filter effects. It's a smart object, you can apply any of them. So a blur, Gaussian blur, to slightly blur, maybe not that much. You see blur in that, click OK. So lots of different spiral designs can be created if you use Photoshop in combination with Inkscape, especially if you, of course, haven't got Illustrator or maybe Affinity Designer, even though that hasn't got a spiral tool either. So Inkscape is really, really useful. Hope you found this tutorial of interest. Any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Bye.